Hello, welcome back to the I'm Angry, Annoyed, and Amused podcast. I'm with Mike. Next to me is Matt.
What's up?
Over there's Johnny.
Yo.
Across the table is the other Mike.
Hello.
We had a brief hiatus, I'd say for like what, winter break?
Winter break.
Yeah, call
winter
it.
break.
Sorry if you all
But
missed
we're
us.
back. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, I got a lot of from him from that day.
Yeah, so I guess we'll just jump right into it. The first thing, and this is, I guess, pretty recent, what, a week old now for us. You'll be hearing it next week. But the Venezuelan, what would you call it, raid? Some
War.
people would say
Strike on
invasion.
Venezuela.
The war.
Strike, some people would say war.
It's not a war.
It's
a war.
And
Officially
the
declaring a strike.
kidnapping / extradition of Maduro. And first, before we get into the political and all that stuff, because I think we could, I
He's now
assume
in
we
jail
all
with
agree
Diddy
on
and
this.
6ix9ine.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's Arkham Asylum. No, but I would say, what are your thoughts on just like the actual operation aspect of it? Because I think awesome,
Incredible.
right? Awesome.
Yeah.
Like just the fact
operation
that
itself,
the
they got
operation itself, not the political.
Into what is supposed to be the most protected spot.
He lived on the
Venezuela.
biggest. He lived on apparently
On a base.
their war, the main base in Venezuela, and they did it in that actual part. The whole operation, I think, was 3 hours, and the actual landing, getting him, and going back was 6 minutes.
It's got to be ridiculous.
That's
and I don't know
crazy.
why anybody would not fear us because that's insane.
Yeah.
That's all it took. 6 minutes.
I think the whole operation was
took
like
2
3
hours
hours.
or 3 hours.
But they had to bomb. Apparently, had to bomb a bunch of
for
installations.
distractions or something, right?
Well, I don't know if it was. I don't know if they put it
knocked
all
lights
out.
out. They knocked
Lights,
communications.
They did.
But getting
there
him
apparently were
getting him out of that
anti-air.
compound took minutes.
Yeah, there apparently were anti-air defenses that were actually
You
Russian.
don't know how much of it is true, but they said he was trying to get into his safe room, and they got there before he did.
They would have still
They
got
said-
him.
Yeah,
probably.
They would have got him out of the safe room.
Probably.
There's no safe room.
But the
out
actual
there. You can't get
I
through.
don't know what's from
But
landing
I'm saying that's
to
how
leaving,
quick
but
it
yeah,
happened.
6
He couldn't
minutes.
even
Yeah.
get to his safe
Yeah.
room.
That's
They
what
were
I've
saying
seen.
it's
I don't know if it's official.
Shorter than
That's
Will's
wild.
coming out scene.
Yeah,
Listen.
yeah. 6 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that.
Our military is
which
pretty
is
impressive.
crazy.
Our military is impressive.
Yeah, I mean, it's this is as cool, if not cooler, because it is kind of more. I guess because Venezuela is more of a. It's not more of a real country than the whole Bin Laden raid, but that was a separate thing from the government.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can see what
This
you're
was
saying.
he
But
wasn't a rightful president by all intents and purposes. I mean, depends on who you ask. At this point, some people love him now.
Well,
but-
half of the country thinks he's phenomenal.
right, some people love him now, but regardless, he was on a base, and he was the president of a country that is big and has oil. It's a full, this whole thing, and then they just
It's not like it's a poor
Right,
The
it's
country
not-
is poor. The people
Yes,
in
the
the
people
country
are poor.
He was not poor.
No,
Certainly.
he's
not
He
at
had
all.
And the country has money to be resources.
unlimited.
Yeah.
He had unlimited resources to protect himself.
yeah, so pretty crazy. Also, I mean, as far as
Although
military
the
operations go,
the vice
very
president,
cool.
the lady who now took over as president, she, I don't know, put an arrest warrant or something on one of his generals who she said was
Yeah, isn't that thing?
The one
One of
who
them would
helped
take
out,
want to
you
take
know.
over though.
Benedict Arnold.
the one who helped the United States.
well, that's what she says. Yes,
Right.
he helped the United States.
Wait, what?
Regardless, it was
I don't
still
know,
an
he-
operation that had to be carried out. It was a ridiculous operation for them to get in and out.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool. The I guess the strikes that have been what's it called? I thought was awesome. Where was it? Iran.
Iran?
The nuclear
The
one.
nuclear ones?
Yeah, I mean that was all air. That was all just missiles, but still cool. From a military operational again, politics aside on that, I think everybody could agree. I would hope everybody can agree.
everybody
No,
can agree on that.
no.
No, but if you can't agree that as if you can put,
They're not going to agree.
but it's a hypothetical.
They're not
If
gonna,
you-
there is no hypothetical.
Right, but then you're either stupid,
Yes.
right, or lying.
Yes.
Because it just is as far.
Yes.
Or you're oh, I hate all military operations.
Yes.
Are
There's so
evil.
many people that hate
Yeah,
military.
but then you're just a loser. So
they're not,
it's
they're not saying it's virtue signaling.
right. I'm saying everybody can, and if you can't, if you truly
outside
cannot,
of virtue signaling, if you're talking
Right.
purely from a tactical standpoint,
purely tactical. If this was any country doing it to any other country, if this was in a movie,
if it was fake,
if this was in a movie, you would go, "That's cool."
If Ukraine did it to Russia,
They would love
It'd
it.
be-
They would love it. If we did it right now to Netanyahu, they would have been.
yeah.
The left would have been no. If Trump did it to Netanyahu,
Yeah, it would
they
still be
suddenly,
wrong.
Suddenly, we should bomb Palestine, but
All
that's besides.
Dude,
the point.
all the things everything, everybody one thing everybody says he can cure cancer, and everybody would still hate him for it.
Trump
oh my God,
trying to
he killed it.
overpopulate
Yeah,
the world.
they would find some way to twist it.
Yeah.
I like the new one. That
So
if
ridiculous.
Trump saved the baby from drowning, they tell him that he's taking food from the sharks. I heard that one the last couple of days.
That's a good one. You know, getting into the like the political aspect.
There's
of it,
our
though.
amused part.
I actually feel conflicted about the whole thing
What? Why?
because
That's odd. That's very odd.
Yeah.
really.
I can't wait to hear this conflict.
No, it's simple. It's simple. I think it's good. From what I understand, I'm not Venezuelan. I never lived there. I understand him to be a dictator, and Venezuelans were not doing well under him. So in that regard, I'm happy for the Venezuelans, and it seemed like a thing that should have been done. Right.
Right.
On the same hand, I don't believe in American interventionism, but like to an extreme degree. I was talking about this with my parents over the weekend. Maybe not extreme degree, but like other than trade and what that does, like. I don't think America should be doing anything outside the country. I think let everybody stand on their own 2 feet because I'm tired of the policing of the world and then the ungratefulness that comes with it, and then being accused of, oh well, you say, you know, yeah, you're gonna take Maduro down and Venezuela's gonna get better, but then it's actually gonna get worse because you're just gonna take their oil and all this. And I'm like,
Right. but if
it's
you
a
look at
damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I just want America to be focused on America.
That's true. But
personally,
But you have to
You
then.
could look at this as it was focused on America, right? Because
for our own interests, but it's
Well,
still an interventionist
not
thing.
just because of Venezuela itself. It's
For the
still
oil.
a selfish reason, not even for the oil.
But all the immigrants.
But Russia and
China.
Russia, Iran, and China were all dealing in Venezuela.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
but
It's way too close to us for them to allow those guys to get a foothold in there.
yes.
Start to put military bases or equipment or whatever. That's the reason why at the end of the day.
I agree, and I think that America and like the president should be mostly
The whole Monroe Doctrine thing.
right.
Yeah.
Right, and I understand like the Western Hemisphere, but like honestly, and this is why it's. I think my idea of non-interventionism goes to an extreme because I would forfeit Europe. I don't think they do anything for us. I think they mostly look down on Americans and make fun of us privately or publicly.
And
right,
Europe
like
is
they
fine.
think little of
Wait,
America.
Europe
No,
is
no, no,
fine
no. What I
because
mean,
we're
what I'm going to
protected
say is,
from Europe.
there's no real reason to fight Russia and China, right? If we say, China, take over your hemisphere, take over Taiwan, it's yours now. We're not going to fight you. If nobody there can put up a defense, we're not going to. That's why this exists. That's why we have this weird Chinese-Russian. If we went to China, hey, we're going to take Venezuela, we'll trade with you, you take Taiwan.
Because they don't stop there.
That's what started
They won't
World War
stop
I.
there.
But then they'll have to fight us, and then okay, then it's a war. But like that's not. We don't have to deal with this like back and forth of oh we have to take action in this proxy war to stop. Like all that is stupid to me. Or it's not stupid. It's like
I mean, I
it's
think-
annoying.
Okay.
It's annoying that
I
proxy wars have been
understand-
fought for years, and innocent people die in these wars. And it's like if whatever can't defend themselves. That's fine, like, because we would be expected
get
to
it.
defend Taiwan, but then we're not allowed to defend Venezuela because you're not really defending Venezuela.
I get what you're saying.
You're
I get
profiting
what you're
off
saying.
of
But in
them.
this case, it's too close for comfort. Same thing with Cuba. You know, you just can't let these people go in, and that's the thing. You are at an extreme because you do have to protect your country,
Your country,
and you can't
you're not
protect your
understanding me.
country if you
Yeah, but if
allow
we-
these people to get too close.
Yeah, but
I think you can.
I don't think you're hearing me. What I just said
hear
was
you.
there wouldn't be a fight. We wouldn't. Why would we just go to war with China? Right? Like if China's their actual goal is just to take over the world, but then we're always going to eventually get in a war. And I'm
Yeah,
saying
but
no,
eventually
control
they're
the
gonna-
Western
yeah,
Hemisphere, right? Draw lines against China and say everything else outside of that is not my purview.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But okay.
Like I'm saying we don't need bases all over the world. We need them where we can defend ourselves, right? Like Venezuela, sure. Like that one you can, for sure, right? Or like Greenland that they're talking about now. Is it a house phone
You
here?
have a house phone.
What? Where?
Who still has a landline?
Where do you hide it?
And you, yeah.
Can't tell you that.
And people call it.
It's like the fucking bat phone.
That's crazy. Yeah, who calls it?
You know, telemarketers
No, seriously. Where the hell's the phone?
and the alarm company.
Turn your thing off.
No, there's no way there's a phone here. I've never seen a phone here. You lived here.
There was always. I didn't. I
Where's
thought I
this
got
phone?
rid of it.
I'm not telling you.
It sounds like it's ringing through the whole house.
Stop.
All right.
You sure
Yeah,
you-
'cause the
you
house
sure you
phone.
actually heard the phone?
Yeah. Dude, that's weird.
Probably gonna ring again in like 5 minutes.
Who called? It's such your parents.
Telemarketers. It's 7:45. They only got 15 minutes left.
No. No telemarketers call house phones. No one answers them anymore.
I
No
said,
one
other
has
than
them.
your theory of
Don't
we
change
should
the subject.
protect the Western Hemisphere.
Which is the Monroe Doctrine, which you said.
So, are you for or against what happened then?
as I'm saying, like I'm conflicted. There's things that I think are beneficial for it, and there's things that I think I don't like about it.
I agree.
Overall, in totality, yeah, I think it's more beneficial. The way the world is, I think it's more beneficial to have done what we did, but only if, and like I don't know what's going on right now. Like they did, it seems like the regime is mostly still intact. It's only beneficial if we do take over, but then you catch way more flack. You know,
Well,
or not take over.
okay,
Like
so
if you install a
I guess
leader
what was
who was
done-
more beneficial to the U.S., I'm totally cool with America doing that.
Which we didn't want to do, right? I mean, I think that's the thing that they're trying to avoid, right?
But then China and Russia will still be
We're
in.
not saying regime change, right? What we
Yeah.
did is
I think we
an
just took
arrest
a-
warrant was put out.
Right,
against guys.
that's it.
Yeah.
We went and we arrested him.
That I'm totally cool with, like that part of it.
And we basically said, you know, from this point forward, we have some control over what you do. Now, whether or not that works out, I don't know, right? How that works out, I don't know. But yeah, it wasn't a regime change thing. It was like, look, cooperate with us, or you wind up like Maduro, right? Like, if
Yeah,
they
but that's
start doing
functionally the
thing-
same. Like if the next guy, it's like, hey, under threat of we're gonna kill you if you don't not allow Russia and China. You might as well have regime changed them. You think they're gonna like take that?
I know, but
Like they're not gonna take that lying down and go, all right. Like,
well, you don't know what they're gonna do. But regime change never works, right?
yes,
It really
I
doesn't.
agree.
It really doesn't. So this was like
Like
a
long
warning-
term,
This
yeah.
was a warning shot. Well, the next time, then maybe that's what you do.
I'll tell you, like I accept that. I'm just saying, without
I mean,
a plan.
like, what else do you do, right?
But then how do you keep Russia? Like the only way to keep Russia and China out is to have American interests protected there by Venezuela, unless you want to
Yeah, but I
rule
mean,
Venezuela.
I think what we did initially is we stopped the oil from going to Russia. and
Yeah, they're
China,
taking
right?
tanker, but it's been sanctioned for a while, and they were always sneaking
And they
oil
were sneaking
out.
it out, but now we stopped them from sneaking it, right? Because we
Yeah,
have our
yeah,
fleet down there.
right.
We
Yeah.
ordered another ship or two today,
Something like that, yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I mean, it steps to me. It steps in the right direction, right?
Well, my other-
and it was what everyone for the last 10 years was saying should happen.
Yeah,
Democrats and Republicans alike,
I agree.
right? So, I mean, from that perspective, it's baffling to hear all the pushback you get now, because a lot of people are certainly on record as saying Maduro needs to get out, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
It's like,
I don't like Maduro.
and
like,
now-
I'm glad that happened. I'm glad
and
that
now
Venezuela's
and now
not
that
out
he's
from under him.
And now that he's out,
Wait, what do you
there
mean?
are people that are saying, well, he should have never been touched.
Yeah. Well, there's
Right?
people
The same
protesting
people-
to free him.
The
Like,
same-
come
I
on.
mean,
That's
the same
crazy.
People that said he should be out are now saying, well, why did we do this? We
Yeah.
shouldn't have done this.
Well, they're the same people who are saying this is illegal and you
Our
can't,
politics are ridiculous.
and you can't take part in the whatever the workings of another country, are the same people who are saying arrest Netanyahu, go save Palestine, save Ukraine, and that's my issue with the general
Well, Mondani
interventionism.
himself,
Is it's
he
a lose-lose
said
for
Netanyahu
America.
would be arrested if he walked on New York.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
if
I
he-
know.
if he came to New York.
But it's a
And
lose-lose
he's one
for
of
us.
the ones saying, Maduro shouldn't have been touched. We just
Well,
let him go.
Yeah,
Those
I know.
two
I'm
different
just tired of the
things. I mean,
lose-lose situation.
They flip flop.
Those are two different things, though, completely.
What is?
How are they
Netanyahu
different?
coming here with the warrant by the ICC, which I know America doesn't participate in.
No,
but,
dude. It's not different.
And then saying,
No, I get-
and then
I get
saying
what he
we
says.
shouldn't go into another country and take them.
If he's a
he didn't
wanted man, he's walking
it's not
down
like-
your
It's not like
streets.
he said. It's not like he said we should go.
Yeah, but there's
and
also a vast difference between
into
Maduro
Israel
and
and take
Netanyahu.
them.
Madami-
I
Like, you
understand-
can't
no, no,
compare
no,
that.
I-
Mandami believes
he made
Netanyahu
the
should be arrested.
he made the comparison.
No,
I'm saying
Netanyahu
it's
believes
different.
Mandami should be arrested regardless, right? Whether
saying
it's in
if
New
he
York or
comes
not.
here, I'll take control
He
of it.
doesn't have control to do it. He says if he comes to New York, I would do it.
Right, and
he
that's
doesn't have
that's
control to
the
do it.
same
He believes
thing,
he should be arrested.
But that's the same thing.
way
That's the same thing anybody can say about Maduro, is that you believe he should be arrested, but they would only do it normally if he came here, because this is where his warrant is for.
Right.
Generally, like the UN guideline is that you don't go into other countries and take.
I'm
people.
tired of that.
And then,
The
which
UN
I understand,
the
which I
UN's
understand.
the
There's
UN's a
issues with,
joke.
and the UN is
Well, it makes
largely
no sense.
UN,
because if you,
NATO.
you
Like,
ca- if
I
you
get
put a
that.
warrant out someone in another country, you can't touch them. You're never going to get them.
I've
Yeah,
argued
Stay in their own
exactly,
country.
exactly.
I've argued with Matt and his brother about this a lot. That, like, law in general, in normal, like, our lives and it's worse in international law. If you can't enforce it, it isn't a law.
It isn't a law.
Like, it
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
be enforceable.
Right.
So when it comes to international law, I hate all the hand wringing about like what you can and can't do. And it's like, for better or worse, we can do that. America, just can
Yeah.
do that.
America can.
You can say, oh, that's so wrong of you guys, and whatever. But it's like, yeah, we can take the president of Venezuela. We could do it to many, many, many countries. You know what I mean? Maybe not all, but like a lot of them. So I hate it. Then NATO goes, oh, we're gonna. It's like, no, you're not doing anything without us.
It's all largely symbolic.
And that's the
Yeah,
thing.
which
But-
is silly though. To have this symbolic thing, it's like clearly this was all always a tool of like it's like the feel good party for all the rich guys, and then also or the powerful, maybe not rich or whatever country leaders, and then also it's a way to keep control of less powerful nations who cannot do that. You know what I mean? Because like Maduro,
Well, if you don't have the veto power, you can't do anything.
Well, yeah, in general, but I'm saying none of that none of it matters. None of it matters at all. Like, and as an allyship, it's like I don't really think there's no such thing as a true ally when it comes to countries, because it's not like a personal ally is like I defend you even if you were powerless. But countries can't operate like that,
Right.
Because so what does that mean? America just has to go. Yeah, well, these 10 countries get the profit. Like we just carry them on our back. That's not how countries should work. A person can work like that. I can have a friend who like or whatever. Like you go to a schoolyard and there's like the one big kid. And he has the friend who's the smallest kid.
Right.
And they're buddies. And the smallest kid can't help the big kid.
Right.
But the big kid's like, I'll protect him because he's my friend.
Right.
There's no friends in true, like, politics.
Like us in Canada.
They're just entities.
Who?
I'm not even going to say what I feel about Canada after reading all this stuff. I just see on threads or whatever. Because I think because of Greenland and they're, whatever. But they're all, I see a lot of Canadians like, fix your country. I'm like, we should destroy them. They have no right to exist above us. None. What?
How do you really feel?
That's how I feel. We should destroy them. Leave Greenland. Let the Danish. Who cares about? I mean, I guess it's things I don't know about the actual like the resources of Greenland. I don't get that whole thing.
Aren't we taking Greenland?
It's just
Isn't that
another-
They said they want to buy it.
It's another strategic location that we want. But
Yeah, but I don't know why we'd have to take it from the Danes. I don't know what's going on up there.
yeah, I don't know either.
But hey, what do you
That's. I think they said they would fight for that, which is weird because
and NATO's saying that. It's
they
like, so
don't
you're
like
gonna
each
start.
other.
But this is the thing. This is the exact thing about NATO and UN and this whole thing. It's like, but if Trump did it, are you telling me that Europe is going to declare world war on America? Like fine, I guess. I just don't see that happening. I just don't think. And they'll shake their spears, and Canadians and like the civilians or whatever will say like we can do it, and then it's like the second that actually happens.
none of that.
They don't want to do that.
Canada would be destroyed.
Europe doesn't want to do that.
They would be destroyed in that war.
That's-
it was
yeah,
Europe
all
against
of them
us.
would. All of them
But
would.
no, but Canada.
Europe's a
it's
joke.
They're
when
center
it comes
of it
to
all.
defense. Europe is a joke if they really think they can.
They are.
I know.
Militarily, a joke. What are they going to do? Their navy, they have to cross the. We're already all there,
Right.
and we're a much larger country. Mm-hmm. The only issue that would happen, which is sad, is that if that happened, if we invaded Greenland and NATO legitimately tried to start World War III with us, the only problem is that half of America would join NATO's side, which is disgusting, and those people
that's
should
true.
be, whatever dealt
That's
with.
true.
But that's another thing. But there's nothing you can do about that.
There's a lot of country haters. I'll tell you that.
It's insane. I mean, there's so many with this whole
Let
Canadian
those
thing. This
people.
Canadian saying whatever, and it's like if the Canadian army tried to invade, like you can stay in my house.
Yeah.
And it's like I just feel like if I was the president, I wouldn't censor anybody. I'd be like, if you say that, you are a traitor.
I gotta say,
Like that's not. This isn't censorship. I'm like, this person is saying openly. They would
would
help
support
a
the other
foreign
country. Right.
nation
That is one
to
thing that
invade
drives
our
me mental.
nation, and we just like let it happen.
love or hate
Free
this country
speech.
for whatever it is. I do get annoyed at that. Like the people and the entertainers are always on something, and they mock Trump or whatever. It's your president. Like
Yeah.
have a little respect for it, make a little joke, whatever. But you can't be that much of a dick to people.
I see. I even think the mocking is totally fine. I think it crosses the
Mocking is
border.
No.
Absolutely fine.
The
No,
mocking's
the way
fine.
they
I think it
mock-
crosses a line with the.
Mocking is
want.
one of the biggest benefits.
Totally
that
cool
you get
with mocking.
No, but the
in
certain
America.
And
mocking.
necessary.
If you weren't able to mock people in power, and it wouldn't be America.
Well, no, I know, but that's what I'm saying. In other
countries.
countries, you can't do it. Imagine someone saying something
Yeah,
about
but we
Kim
shouldn't. I don't
Jong-un.
think.
I know.
I'm
but-
saying
so
mocking
we
the
should-
president.
so
You
we
should say
do-
everything you want
we
about
should
Trump.
do it
I
because
don't know.
we're able to do it. Like we should.
I
do it
disagree
for
on
that-
that.
for that
Mocking,
reason.
mocking, totally
bothers
cool.
me.
Yeah.
To actually openly say that you would be a traitor to the nation is totally different than
Right.
that. You can mock Trump. You can say whatever about Trump. I mean, I think if
But wishing him dead
death
and
threats
shit,
is too
like-
far. Well, no, like a real death threat. If you're like, I wish this guy would die. I've said that about a million politicians. I think a lot of them should die.
I've never
you know what I
said
mean?
that.
I think most of them. I think Congress could just be full scale done away with. Like,
They're all-
the amount of
they're all
good
close
ones,
to it.
The amount of good ones is dwarfed by the bad ones who have
Oh,
been,
yeah.
pilfering America for 50 years apiece. Like,
Right.
But like a real threat, like I'm going to go to the White House and kill Trump. That is one thing.
We had plenty of
Just
those.
saying, like, I
There was
wish this
plenty
guy
of
would
those.
die. I don't. I mean, I think that's all free speech. I'm very pro free speech. But when somebody's openly saying they're going to be a traitor to the country, I'm not even saying they should be shut up or anything, but it's like, I'd put them on a list. And the second war breaks out.
That might be on a list.
They should be. I mean, they should. Like, I don't. And it's like, people be like, oh, that's crazy. Like, you can hate. I'm like, yeah, you can hate the government. But you're going to say you want your country to be invaded. And you're like, I'm going to be on their side. I hope they kill you.
You should be able to deport them.
You're an American. You're an American just as much as like everybody else is an American, and they don't see that.
No, but that's the thing.
They don't.
You should be able to kick them out.
40 years of people being taught to hate the country. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. They hate the country. They want.
Wouldn't that be cool?
They want some kind of change.
Like swap them out.
Swap
them out with people that want to be here and be like real citizens.
That would be good.
With the people
I
who
wouldn't
say,
mind that.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
But these people don't want to go anywhere. They hate the country.
They know it's the best. They just have to lie about how evil
it
is.
They want it to change in some way.
I do laugh when I see the
someplace else.
TikTok ones of like the people
They could all
saying,
go to Canada.
I'm moving to Canada
I wish.
tomorrow.
It's a quick trip.
And, no, but there are a lot of
That'd be
people on
great.
TikTok that say that, and then there's all the Canadians jump in, and they're like, "You're coming here? Like you
don't
know
wanna-
how this
you don't
place
wanna do
sucks."
that, right.
And then you go down like unemployment sucks, houses are overpriced, insurance is out the roof,
Yep.
healthcare sucks. You have to wait months, and they get into this, and I'm like, wow, these people have no idea. They hate the country so much they don't even look into stuff.
Yeah.
They're just like, I want to get out.
Or the one that really cracks me up is somebody going, I hate America so much, like we're this evil white supremacist country from our foundation and all this. And then a bunch of comments are going, then leave. Like, you're an American citizen, you don't have to be here.
Yeah.
And then they go, I don't have the money to leave. I can't, like, it's so hard to uproot your life. And it's like, just walk across the border.
Right.
Aren't you in support of that?
Yeah.
No. Like, can't you just go to Canada and seek asylum?
Yeah.
Like, suddenly borders matter.
Yeah, right.
Well, no,
Right? They're
that's
like,
it.
we
No.
should have no borders, but if
But-
I want to leave,
But that was
those
another one.
borders are
Everybody
real.
else, they're like,
Grow up.
so there's this. I just saw this one today. Some girl was moving to Mexico, and she was at the airport, and everybody in the chat's like, "Are you just going, or did you have to get approval first to go?" And she's like, "Well, we got approval,
Well, of course.
And then he's like, "Oh, so you needed approval to go to another
And you
country?
understand that.
but you want everybody to just come here?
Yeah.
But they don't get it. No one gets it.
Yeah, there is no logic left
No,
to these things. It's
everybody's dumb.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's
Common
like,
sense is out the window.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how you unwind it, especially like with all the
Can't.
geopolitical stuff going on, because there is so much like tension, and it's like there's no real way to like across countries unwind it, right? Like,
You can't. As I said, it's 30 or 40 years of people being taught to be this way.
yeah.
Right?
Well, it's getting
The only
worse.
way you're going to unwind is you need another 30, 40 years to get it back to what it was.
Yeah.
Do you think?
And it
though?
cracks me up,
It's
or
not that easy.
or it doesn't crack me up. It actually deeply disturbs me and angers me. But the same people who are like, who genuinely think America's a foundationally bad place, are the same people who will like say, well, really, it's just Trump. Like,
Yeah.
they have these two things, and it's like, if you believe the first thing, what does Trump have to do with it? Isn't he just a symptom of this evil country? It's like, why would Kamala have saved this foundationally bad white supremacist nation?
Right.
True.
And they'll have these two beliefs that are like impossible to exist at the same time.
They really think the president just does it all. Like day one, he just changes everything.
I think I was telling my parents about this. What I'm gonna find so funny, barring obviously World War III actually happening in the next 3 years, right? Assuming the country exists, I don't think for a second that Trump's gonna take over. He's not gonna be a dictator. Like,
Well,
that's
obviously.
absurd.
Obviously.
Well, I'm saying people think that.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't, idiots, but a lot of people apparently think that. Assuming none of that happens, he's not going to run for a third term. He's not going to amend the Congress isn't going to amend the Constitution to do that.
I have something I think he's going to do. Might be the same. I think.
No, I don't think he's going to do anything crazy. What I'm going to find very funny is I think, assuming everything goes like about how it's going, he's going to lose the next. Well, not going to lose. The Republicans will lose. I think Vance or whoever would lose.
Really?
Yeah.
And then the left is going to go. They're going to be crying in the streets. We defeated fascism. And I'm like, you voted 4 years after a vote. Like, you didn't defeat anything.
Yeah.
This is how it always works. And they're going to literally be like crying in the streets going, we finally defeated fascism. Like, we're through the worst days of the American. And it's like, how stupid can you? There was a midterm. There was another election. 4 years prior to that, you had a guy in power.
Right.
It's like almost like the entire it's like almost the American political system.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna, and
It
they're
really
gonna,
is.
and they're
I
gonna
mean-
rejoice and like not understand that at all. They're gonna be like, "Wow, I can't believe we finally defeated Trump."
Trump derangement
Idiots.
syndrome is real.
Yeah,
It's
that's
real.
Can he?
He causes all of this.
I got.
In
Can he
people's
be
heads,
vice
causes all
president?
of this.
I think so.
It
Yeah.
can be, yes.
I think Vice
Yeah.
has nothing to do with.
No, I know, but so I mean, J.D. Vance can run and he can be the vice president.
I don't think there's any rules about that.
That'd be
Not that I know
hilarious.
of.
That'd
That would be pretty funny.
That could happen.
But wait, then if Vance got murdered,
But see, like,
would he become the president?
I would disapprove of that. I
That's
would
allowed?
disapprove of that very
That's
much.
funny.
Yeah, I don't think people would be happy.
I don't know if
with
it's
that.
No,
illegal.
I know. I'm
don't
just
know if
saying
it's
it'd be
illegal,
wild.
but
It's probably
no, I would
illegal,
disagree
but-
on the basis of if that was the thing, then you open up the door. Like, I guess if it's legal and nobody's just like done it, but then you open up the door for like a puppet presidency always, right? Like Obama running for the Democrats for the next 30 years
Right,
as
right.
vice. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm the vice president.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know, like wink, wink, and it's like whoever they put whoever in the first place.
Exactly.
They get to have
It would
they get
display-
to have a black woman, then a trans whatever,
Yeah.
and then but it's really always Obama, and he's the vice president
It would
throughout.
display a loophole.
Wait,
I don't
so
think he's gonna do that.
you guys
I
don't
don't think he should.
you guys don't think a Republican's going to win next time?
No.
Why?
Because
It's too much. I mean,
Trump-
look at everything.
Donald Trump has the lowest approval rating of any president of all time.
Well, that doesn't matter.
He's not gonna.
Yeah, but those are
they-
fake numbers.
No, that has
but,
nothing to
but
do
the
with
thing
it.
is that when you lose the support that people support Donald Trump, at least a margin enough to move the vote.
You got
Supports
so many
Donald Trump.
noises going on in this
I
house.
don't know what's
What's
happening.
going on?
We're doing a podcast.
Keeps me sane.
How does that keep you sane? Like,
I'm trying to listen to Matt. And I'm here. The
I know.
first Noel.
You guys get
long,
distracted
too.
too easy.
It's not
distracted.
easy.
I can hear it.
We all you're crazy. Go ahead,
Can I say
Matthew.
Anyway, the margin of people who vote for Donald Trump because they support Donald Trump and not necessarily just the Republican Party at large is enough that the vote will shift and now Democrats are especially motivated to go to the polls and win
Yeah.
in a situation where Republicans are not motivated to go to the
But
polls.
you don't think all the people
No.
that voted for Trump and got him in
I
and
don't
all the
think they'll all
states,
vote
you
again.
don't think they're going to vote again?
I don't think,
think
not all
really?
of them.
I
No,
think-
no.
feel-
I think there's a double whammy that's going to happen. I think there's always the fact that when you're in power, either party, like the other side has more reason because whatever
Yeah.
you're doing is the
They-
thing that
they
you want to do,
criticize
so
it.
the other side is more angry about it,
Right.
And your side gets complacent, just like
Yeah.
by
That's
human
why.
nature.
That's why
True.
it
It
flips as
typically
often.
like,
as
oh,
it
it's
does.
generally
That's why-
flips.
that's
I
why
mean,
it
you
always
might get
flips.
8 years of the same guy,
Right.
Because they're like, oh, we want to keep this going.
But generally it
once
flips.
If the economy truly turns around, then the Republicans
That could
have
be.
a shot.
Yeah.
But do we-
That's the only thing
But
that's going to
that's-
change.
Do we know if the people that
That's-
voted
that's
for
the only thing
him,
that's really gonna
like I
change.
know you said his numbers are down. Like I feel like everybody voted for him is happy with what he's doing.
I think there's happiness, but I've been disappointed with several things.
Yeah, but it's
personally,
not
so.
necessarily about that. About being like those people aren't thinking when they went to vote for Donald Trump like this time around. Let's say right.
Right.
It was because of what Mike said. They were motivated by the fact that they wanted to see the change. If they
Right.
don't want, like nobody votes to keep things the same.
Gotcha.
You vote for change, or at least you're more motivated to vote for change than you are to vote for the same. So I don't think that you're going to see the Republican candidate get 70 million votes next time.
Yeah, like it usually
I mean,
goes
that was
back
a
and
high
forth.
turnout already. That was a
Yeah.
historic turnout as it is.
Right.
And I mean, especially
Because
like
that's 2020, right? 2020 was slightly higher or something.
it was
but-
much higher. I think.
No,
actually.
I think it was 70 to 72.
Oh, Trump's wasn't, but Biden to Kamala lost
Oh
like 20
no, I
million
know,
votes
that's
or
crazy.
whatever.
Yeah. But no, I think like Donald Trump has had historically high turnout of voters. The Republican Party, I don't think. has the
Yeah, I
same-
think he has like a star power about
Yeah.
just him
Yeah.
outside of the Republican Party.
Yeah.
And then also to his core, like he's not running in, so it doesn't matter. But I think he has in multiple ways like disappointed his core, like particularly on Israel. I think it seemed like most Republicans are more, what's the word? Like not in favor of all the money going to Israel and stuff. Like the whole idea was to cut spending and all this. And like Doge fell flat. That was a big thing.
Yeah.
And that could have been because of Musk and what. It doesn't matter. The whole idea was to stop to cut government spending.
Yeah.
And they didn't really do as good a job of that as everybody wanted them to do.
Right,
Yeah, he ran saying we
And
gave too
Israel, and
much
I think the
money to Ukraine.
Epstein,
Epstein.
the Epstein list
is
too.
a huge.
It's
that's
like a huge thing that like the
Yeah.
Republicans really like more than the Democrats really wanted,
Yeah.
and then they just like flip flop
It was just
on it, and
promises
then now
that-
the Democrats decide that it's a big
It
thing,
was-
which is also
it was
silly.
promi-
It's just an
when-
anti-Trump thing, but
people who didn't vote, people who voted for him simply to oppose the Democratic Party, they're all right. But you're like, to Mike's point, the core base who was listening to like his promises, which was cutting spending, like he ran on complaining about the money we're giving to Ukraine, then gave
Yeah.
even more money
that
than
kind
that
of
to
stuff.
Israel. He swore up and down that he was going to release a client list of Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen until it was forced by Congress to happen, and even then they fudged that too. You said something else, right?
He said he was going to give us all money.
The promise of Doge. Yeah, he promised.
Oh, and like
that
just
we were
Doge,
going
like
to
just
cut-
spending.
Yeah,
That was like a big thing.
Promised that there was going to be a huge cut in federal spending. That
Yeah, I mean, there's still time.
There's
It's
still
also-
time.
It's early in the presidency. It's not even halfway
Yeah.
through this term.
He also said,
So, like, a lot of
money.
things-
I want that money.
A lot of things could turn around, but there's certain things that you
Yeah,
can't
there was
unwind.
campaign
Like the money to
promises.
Israel, you can't undo.
there was campaign promises that he simply did not.
Yeah, and that's
he didn't
and
deliver
I
on. And
I think like every
isolates
politician,
people
he
from
should
him.
be held to
Yeah, I
you know
agree.
held to account for that.
I hate when they do that. That's like a pure lie.
Yeah,
They
no,
all-
I
yeah,
totally agree.
it
Look, they
happens
all do
with
it, but
everyone. They all
it's
do
also
it.
you don't
Yeah.
want
Right, you
you
don't
don't want
want-
anybody to do it. I
They
don't
all
want
do
Trump
it,
to
but
do it.
I-
I don't want any. I don't want
it's a
any
reason to lose.
presidents to
That's
do
why
it.
change-
But it's a good reason to lose votes, and it
That's why
should.
change
I agree.
happens.
Or the
To me,
Republicans should lose
it all
votes because
hinges
of
on
that.
the economy.
More than anything, that'll
Yeah.
drive people because there's also of the like how many? There's 330 million people ish,
Something like that,
and
yeah.
what 70 million vote.
Yeah.
No,
it?
Or 70 per?
No,
So
70
half?
per. It's 140.
It's like about half. So
which
about
is-
half the
which is
country votes.
roughly
Except
which
during
is
COVID for Biden.
which is
Then like 85 million people. voted.
140
That's
is
how
like,
bad
but
the-
that's pretty close
that's
to
voter
the number,
turnout, like
number
total
of
voter
adults.
turnout?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's pretty close to the
Is it
number.
half kids?
Yeah.
I don't think that's.
I don't think it's half, but like it could be a third. Could
Wow,
be,
yeah,
you
fair
know what I
enough,
mean?
fair
Like it's pretty 140.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Right,
know,
fair
it's
enough.
not
Horrible.
strictly half. It's over half.
But I think I think overall voter turnout
Eligible
is like
voters.
it's not that it's low. It's not like 20% of people vote, but it's not. There's a lot of juice to squeeze, so to speak. But
Yeah.
like those people, I think probably just generally don't vote. Like I'm sure the missing
You're not turning-
the last
they're not
10%
getting
of
the turnout.
non-voters are never going to vote,
Yeah.
whoever they are, whatever for whatever reason
can't turn
that it
felons,
is.
Can't vote.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Right. They count in the census.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
The-
yeah. So there's a lot of that, but no, I think he would lose. Like I assume the Republicans will lose, and I'm like laughing about the fact that people are really gonna be cheering like they didn't just do the thing that every American's done for the last 4 years or every 4 years
But to
for
be
the
honest-
last couple hundred
To
years.
be honest, I think that'll last from election day until 1 month after the inauguration, and then they're gonna start complaining about something.
As long as we don't get Newsom.
You know what I mean? It's just
That's the
the
only.
whole thing of politics is just criticizing whoever.
That's true.
Like,
No,
there's-
that's
you
true.
know what I
Especially
mean?
the left. They're built
It's
on
gonna-
that.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
gonna
whole
take a
thing.
month.
Who are the Democrats going to run?
That was what I was gonna say. That's the only way I could see it not the Democrats not winning is if they run another
Idiot.
Kamala type situation against.
She's thinking about
and like
running.
I don't know JD Vance. Like I think he's too tight because the left hates Trump. Like the voter turnout's better against him. I don't think JD Vance, even being tied to
enough
Trump, gets
support.
that. No, I don't think he gets enough hate votes
Oh yeah.
from the left. So like it'll be interesting to see. But like I don't know if he's that good. He's just like not to me. I just haven't seen as much of him.
Yeah.
You know, and he's not like middle of the road. He kind of gives like the very typical like rich white guy vibe. I know he's not, but like that vibe or whatever. But like the Democrats are very liable to run a terrible candidate. Like, I mean, Kamala and Tim Walz. I guess some people like them for whatever reasons. I thought that was the most insane,
That was fake. I
terrible
think support
ticket
for them was
like
totally
I
fake.
ever saw. I mean, I can't
was
believe anybody
ridiculous.
acts
They
like
picked
they
him.
like Tim Walz.
I
They
can't
picked him
believe-
because he was so left, right?
He's such a loser. He's such a bumbling.
gold-
I can't
His-
believe Kamala.
His wife too.
He's such a dorky. Like I get.
Oh, his wife is nuts.
I still can't get that friggin'
I don't
thing.
get
Turn the page out of my head. That thing
don't
was
get
the
it.
weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It made no sense. It was the way she did it was weird. It was creepy.
It
Yeah,
was.
but like
It
as much
was
as
creepy. He's
Newsom's
creepy, too.
a snake,
Yeah.
you know, he could win because he seems presidential. There's
Right.
enough like idiots who don't look at anything and will just be like, "Oh, this guy seems like well spoken."
Now, California's a complete disaster.
Totally. Oh, that's true.
And
like,
everybody in
Newsom's-
California hates him too. So
Oh, totally.
It's
Totally.
amazing.
But they would still vote for him against a Republican.
well, they would
and
just
for
to
the rest of the country.
Also, to
and,
get him
like-
out of get him out of California.
True. That's true. That's true.
Wait, if they wins there, he's just not ours anymore.
Yeah. But then, like, I don't know. They don't have a lot of, like, or what's funny to me is Kamala, she said she was going to run. What was his name? Pete Buttigieg. And she openly said, I didn't have him because he's gay.
He's honestly.
Really?
But he's like one of the main, he's like one of the
he's
guys that are up
honestly
there.
That's
the
PA,
best-
right?
He's
No.
legitimately,
Texas?
if you're talking
Texas.
about
I think
actual
Texas.
ability to do the job, the best shot at that the Democrats have, but they'll never do it because they can't. They don't want to risk losing to Republicans because of people not wanting to vote for a gay guy.
I don't know that he's the best candidate either, though.
On the-
I don't
He's
know.
just like
I
well
thought-
spoken.
from the
He's like a
Democrats-
Newsom type
from-
guy. He's
Yeah,
better
he's the guy that's
spoken.
well
He's like,
spoken.
from
and all that
Democrats.
stuff.
I think
That
he
kind of normal
absolutely-
thing.
What better Democrat?
maybe
than
of
people-
the
I don't
Democrats,
know.
maybe of
I don't know who they
Democrats,
got right
That's
now.
Wait,
what
who's
I'm
the guy
saying,
from
of the
PA? I
Democrats,
thought
like-
he was very good too.
No, they
Who?
hate him.
The guy from PA.
You're thinking of the Fetterman? The
Yeah,
lurch-looking guy?
The governor?
Yeah, the governor. Because wasn't he one of the possibilities?
Oh,
too?
Shapiro.
Shapiro.
Too Jewish.
Yes, too Jewish. That's what they said.
The left does not. They're not pro-Jew right now.
That's true.
With Palestine and all that, if that all ends and
Yeah.
people forget, maybe.
Okay.
But that's why Kamala didn't have him.
Yeah.
It's because he was Jewish, and they were already getting flack for the Israel-Palestine thing. So that's why they couldn't have him. I mean, maybe like I haven't seen a lot about it like from him.
Democrats are in a little bit of a fix.
Who
as
would
it
we
comes
They're
to-
they're in a rough
as
situation.
it comes to candidates, to be honest.
They're in a rough
It
situation.
is.
I think Republicans are much better.
Really?
I mean,
Who do we have?
Well, they have the
Rubio.
vice president.
They
which
just
is a
have
benefit.
more
Tulsi
people.
Gabbard may
They
run.
just have more people who are like public and known and not like not forced to have bad ideas because of the party pushing them that way.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like and like I don't know, what I see with Newsom is he clearly is a politician to his core, and he's a snake, and he would say anything.
Yeah.
And I think more and more because of like social media and everything, people can see that because you can like watch. People will clip him saying one thing to one person and then the opposite to another person and smiling both times.
That's crazy.
And it's like, yeah, that's not going to work.
These people
And
don't
I know-
realize when they say it's on.
It's all there
there
forever. Yeah.
It's so stupid.
I know it's a false hope, but the only way, like, everybody's still in their corners, right? So people are going to vote for Democrats regardless of who the candidate is, and people are going to vote for Republicans regardless of who it is.
I don't know.
And
I
then
think
just
a lot of
matter-
people.
I think
It's just going to matter. The
I think a
turnout, right?
very moderate Republican has a chance to sway Democrats because
Mark
That's-
Rubio.
I believe
Democrats
that.
really don't have a lot. If they run Kamala again, then
I know.
a
The
moderate
problem is, what
Republican
does a
takes
moderate
every single one
Republican
of those
look like
votes.
these days?
They have to
Like-
just a moderate Republican. They don't have to actually be moderate in anything
have
they
to
do.
be Joe Biden,
they have
but
to
on the
talk.
other side.
They have to talk moderately about.
Yeah.
Like they have to go and say, even though everybody totally agrees and everybody knows it's obvious, they have to go. I'm pro-gay marriage, and I think LGBTQ pride
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
That's
Like
all they
they-
have to say.
Yeah,
They don't have to do anything.
They have to make the promises that aren't real
No,
promises.
you don't need a
right?
promise. You don't need a promise. You just have to say it
No.
so that people
Yeah,
can
they
go,
just have to be
good. He's
a good
doesn't
guy.
hate like
Yeah, they just have-
because the whole image of the Republican Party right now
if the whole
is that they're all
country-
evil.
Villains.
So all you have to do is not be evil.
If the
Like,
whole
that's what happened
country,
with Curtis
if we,
Lewa.
if we can't figure out how to
During
get the
the
whole
election,
country
that's exactly what
to
happened
move
with them.
back towards the center and realize that we're all like, we all have the same goals. We just have a different way of getting
But you
there.
can't get the left to move back to the center right now.
You can't get anybody to move back to the
No,
center.
but the right isn't. I don't believe this whole idea that the right is extremely polarized.
Well, an international
in the same way.
an international standpoint, America is right leaning.
Right. Well, I'm just talking about in
You know,
like
so
the
the
political
American right
like,
is more right than
Like, let me
than
put it
what
like
is
this, right?
considered right anywhere else.
the most flack that like the overarching right is getting right now,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like a belief that the majority of the right has that is seen as evil is, I'd say two things. One, that illegal immigration is bad and we should get rid of illegal immigrants, which is like there's no argument that I've ever understood other than like it's just kind of mean. That makes sense. Like it's not that the majority of Republicans or people on the right are going, yeah, all immigrants should get out of the country. This is only for white people. Nobody's once said that, like ever. Well, not ever. People have, but not the majority vote. The majority idea is like, yeah, well, illegal immigrants are illegal immigrants and they shouldn't be here.
Right.
So we should send them back to their countries. Not a crazy, like that's not far right. And if you think it is, I don't know, do some self-reflecting. Like
No,
it just
but the
isn't.
left believes that's far right, right?
Right, but that's because they actually have moved
Moved way
to the
left.
they have moved to the point where the majority of people on the left are like, yeah, well, I guess it's kind of wrong, but what else are they supposed to do? They're poor people. They should be here. And like that's a crazier belief than that they shouldn't.
I'm gonna run because I would run with that too. That would be my whole thing.
I think a
I would be like,
Republican-
I was like, if we have to leave them here, that's fine. But then jobs are taken away from you, less money for you. I can't break taxes. All these things that actually happen. No one ever says those things.
Well, people try, but then they say that's just a racist
it's just a
talking
racist
point.
thing, right.
They're not
I never
really
hear anybody
they're
say
not
that.
really taking anybody's jobs. They work the jobs that you don't want to work and
Oh,
all
I hate
this.
when they say
I
that.
think,
Well, it's like
uh,
a slavery
think a
argument, but
shift-
whatever.
I hate that, and they get all right for saying that. There was some entertainer said that, or on the View.
A lot of people say it.
No, but someone on the View said it. If you take
Hillary
all,
said it.
if you take all the Spanish people, who's going to clean your
It was- it
bathrooms?
was-
Oh yeah, somebody said who's
It
going to
was,
clean the
like,
toilets?
yeah.
it was Ozzy's daughter.
Yeah. So yeah, right. Yes, it was Ozzy daughter.
Sharon.
Who's
No,
going
no,
to clean
Sharon was
your?
his
not
wife.
Sharon.
Sharon was his wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's going to clean your toilets?
Yeah.
Friggin'
Which is like
idiot.
crazy, but that's like the mainstream view on their side, and the right's just like no, but
they
illegal
all
immigration
froze.
is wrong, right? And then that, and I would say the other thing is like not like the general trans thing, right? Which I would say that the majority of people on the right, and I could be wrong about this, so, whatever, we can argue. But I think the majority of people on the right and the general sentiment is, if you're an adult and you want to like wear a dress and whatever, I'm going to think it's weird, but you can do it.
Do it.
Right?
Don't give a shit.
But the left, their mainstream majority, what all people running for office have to say is, no, if you say you're a woman, you are a woman.
Right.
And like, that's a more extreme belief than like, no, adults can do what adults want to do. I might think it's weird, but you're an adult human being.
whatever you want.
You just can't go in the bathroom or play sports like against them. That's it.
Right.
I don't think the majority of people on the right are like, no, they should be like, we should ban the ability to wear dresses for men.
Yeah, but
That's what I'm saying. So like,
that's
so
what
who's
the-
more right? Like,
that's
who's
what they
not?
believe.
Who's farther away from the
Because they gotta
center?
push the
But
stuff.
I
It's
don't
obvious
think
to me.
that-
The left wants to
those
push
are-
that stuff
I think
on
those
you.
are pretty equal, though, because
Certainly not.
What you're
How
saying,
is it, Matt?
Because I'll explain it to you. Because what you're saying of adults can do what you want to do, but you can never truly be a woman, right? In this example of being a woman, is a simple denial of the existence of the identity, right? Like
No, Matt.
of course it is. You're
No, it's
denying their identity.
That's
Of course you are.
absurd.
In what way?
Okay, so you believe
Science.
that the distinctions between men and women don't exist.
Follow the science.
No.
So then, how can you pick which one you are?
I believe that there is a social element to sex, which is gender, right?
No, sex and gender are different.
Right. The social element of sex is called gender.
No social element. Okay, so the social element of sex is gender.
Gender, correct.
So they are linked.
Of course they're linked.
Okay, so we're already at like a total breaking point because sex is male, female.
Correct.
Right. But gender is socialized of that, but can be different.
Correct. It's a gender is part of
You're
your
gonna have to land
identity
that
and not
plane.
your biology.
Right. So when you identify as a woman, you're identifying with
You're
the
not-
female sex.
You're not. You're identifying with cultural aspects traditionally associated with the female sex, but you may not have been born a female.
Okay. So just to, we don't have to have, we can have a whole nother segment about this, but I just want to make sure I understand. You believe, right, that male, female is a real thing and exists,
Sure.
right?
It's on your birth certificate.
Okay. But gender
Not anymore.
is totally amorphous.
It's
Completely, it's a completely social. I can say right now I'm a woman and I'm a woman right now. Just for saying
Do you
it.
feel like a woman?
I do.
Then sure.
Right. Now I'm a man. now I'm a woman.
That's
I'm a
it.
man again.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
If you feel
but Matt, your belief for your thing to be true,
Yeah.
that has to. What I just did is
called-
real.
yeah, it's called
and
gender
does that not
fluidity.
feel crazy to you? Does that not seem a little crazy? Like, be honest. I can just change gender
no,
every
I think
second.
I think socially people change all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is that's crazy, dude.
I don't understand how it's crazy.
So okay, so me right now,
Uh-huh.
looking like this, right? I can walk into a woman's bathroom of my choosing and take
Well, let me
my
ask you
dick
this.
out
Let me ask you this.
and pee
Let me ask you this.
in the woman's
Before going-
bathroom. And if anybody
before-
says anything, I
before
go,
going-
I'm a woman right now because the
Before
line
going
was
to
longer at the men's
before-
toilet.
Before going to the bathroom thing, right? Because that's
So bathrooms are sex, not gender.
that's it. Well, I think there's an argument to be made that right,
Okay.
but socially you experience fluidity. You probably act differently.
No,
with
I have a
certain groups of people.
personality.
Right.
And certain things I
You have
do
a
can be
personality-
considered more
you have a
feminine. That doesn't
personality-
make me a
you-
woman.
Right. No, you have a personality. You have a personality, right?
Yeah.
But separate from that, there's also behaviors or
Yeah,
I'm just going to stick with the word
All right, listen.
behaviors.
Before we
do a
go any
whole-
further,
yeah.
we started with Venezuela and we wound up here.
It wouldn't be our show if we didn't do that.
Yeah, we should
How
wrap
we
it.
wound
Yeah,
up. We could have a whole nother discussion on it.
I agree.
Tune in for 4 weeks from now to hear the conclusion for this
5
episode.
minutes on Venezuela and the
I know
rest
we
of
went
the
on
conversation.
Venezuela.
we
went
barely
on
talked
Venezuela
about-
Way
really,
off.
really fast.
No, we did like 15 minutes about the general.
The Venezuelan
Greenland,
Well, no, 'cause then you
Canada,
go into the world and-
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like the whole conversation was
Conventionalism.
Venezuelan anyway, so it must have been.
There you go.
All right?
Yeah, hey, there you go. There you go.
So, with that said, thanks for listening, and as always,
Stay angry, annoyed, and amused.
And confused.